I'm going to show you how you can use PayPal to create a subscription button. This button can be placed on your own personal website so that people can easily subscribe to your newsletter, mailing list, or premium content. To get started, log into your PayPal account. Once you've logged in, go to the Profile tab and select My Selling Tools, which will bring up this page that we're on now. Look for Manage My Payment Buttons and then select Update. On this My Saved Buttons page, you want to click on Create New Button. Now we can start creating your button. Firstly, go to this drop-down menu and select Subscriptions. Over here, you want to insert the name of the item, or in this case, subscription which you're offering. For example's sake, I'm going to type in Wellness Tips. This field is for you to create your own optional, unique subscription ID. This is useful if you have to manage several different subscriptions. How you choose to word your subscription ID is completely up to you. Down here, you need to also select your preferred currency for billing and payment. This section here is for you to customize your button. You can choose to add a drop-down menu with prices and options. It will look something like this. If you tick this box, you then need to fill up the information for your drop-down menu. First, insert a description. I'm just going to use the suggested payment options. For options, I'm going to offer options for 1-month subscriptions, 3 months, and 6 months, though these options are completely up to you. Next, set the frequency of how often your customers will be charged. I'm going to leave it at monthly for now. Then insert the amount they will be charged. So for now, I'm going to say that a 1-month subscription will cost $10 US. 3 months will go at $9 US monthly, and maybe $7 US monthly for 6 months of subscription. Once you're done with this, click this button here. And this is how your button will look on your website. You can even choose to have that same drop-down menu but without the price, so the drop-down menu would only show options. You can even choose to add a text field which will look something like this one. This isn't too important for subscriptions, so I would not recommend including this text field. When you click on this blue drop-down menu, you'll be given the option to customize the appearance of your PayPal button. If you have your own button image which you'd like to use, you can select this option down here, or you can make edits to the default PayPal button. You can also choose to use a smaller button which will look like this, or you can use the default size button and choose to either display the credit card logos or remove them. It's up to you. Down here, select the country and language for your button. I'll select United States, English. You can also choose to change the button text from subscribe to buy now. I'm going to leave it at subscribe. Depending on how your subscription works, you may or may not want to have PayPal create usernames and passwords for your subscribers. If your customers need to access premium members-only content on your website, this could come in handy. However, if your customers are subscribing to a mailing list where you send them information via email, then you don't need to tick this box. You can also specify after how many cycles you would like the billing to stop. Seeing as you've given options, you may want to leave this at the default, never. You can also let PayPal know if you allow subscriptions for a trial period. If you tick this box, you will need to fill up this information here. Specify how much the trial subscription costs and how long the trial period lasts. You can also offer a second trial period. Once you've customized all this information, scroll to the bottom and click on Step 2. Something really important which you should take note of is this Save Button at PayPal option. Checking this box will make it much easier for you to create similar buttons in the future through PayPal, so I heavily recommend that you check this box. You can also choose to track your inventory with PayPal to ensure that you don't oversell subscriptions. However, if your subscription is solely digital content, then this option isn't necessary, unless you want to limit the amount of people who can subscribe to you. You can also check this box here if you want to enable the tracking of your profits and losses. So if we tick this box here, you can choose to track profits and losses by items or per the options you have previously listed in your drop-down menu. Just key in your item ID and price. After you've completed Step 2, click on the Step 3 bar at the bottom of the page. This is where you can customize your checkout pages. The first thing you can customize is whether you need your customer's shipping address. Again, if your subscription deals mainly with digital content and emails, you do not need to check this box because their shipping address is irrelevant. And down here you can specify which page that your customers will be directed to in the event that they cancel their checkout. You can also specify which page your customers will be directed to once they've completed their checkout. Maybe you want to send them to a thank you page or a squeeze page even. Just make sure you tick these two boxes and insert the relevant URLs in both fields. And once you're done with this, go ahead and hit the Create button. And that's it. Your button is now ready. On this page, you'll find your subscription button's unique HTML code. What you need to do is just hit Select Code, right-click the highlighted text, and select Copy. All you have to do now is go onto your own personal web page and paste your button code into the HTML. Once you publish the changes, your button should work fine. But be sure to test it anyway to ensure it links to the PayPal payment page.